Do you struggle with creating content, coming up with ideas? Maybe sometimes you're like, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I've got this video or this live stream to do, and I'm blank. If you ever have felt like that, don't you worry, I've got you covered. Today, I'm gonna give you 10 different video ideas for your recorded videos or your live streams that you can use and create more engaging content that your audience is going to love. So I've also got 31 different video ideas, probably more by the time you download this, but we've got lots of ideas right here at livestreamingpros.com/video ideas. I don't have time to cover them all in this short video, but we will get you covered with that free PDF cheat sheet so that you can just take a look at that before you go live or before you record a video and create or get some creative juices flowing. So, are you ready to dig in? Let's do it. If you're new around here, please do type new in the comments. I would love, love, love to meet you. If you are new, then you don't know me. Hi, I'm Luria Petrucci from Live Streaming Pros, and this show is Go Live Now in partnership with my favorite streaming software for the Mac, ECAMM Live. So, let's talk about ideas. Now, here's the thing. When you're thinking about content ideas for your videos or your live streams, you need to remember that you want to create engagement. A lot of different people will create the same kind of topic format over and over and over, and that's great. You can also work these different ideas into your content flow so that people feel a little bit more engaged, they're getting some variety, and you're testing the waters to see what your audience will react to. You need to understand your audience in general in order for these ideas to work. And testing and experimentation is often the key to understanding them, right? So let's go through these different ideas. And don't forget, you can download the free PDF that has lots more ideas as well. So, number one, do's and don'ts. Your audience is most likely trying to get past a hurdle or some kind of struggle. So with do's and don'ts, you're helping them actually get further faster. You're helping them accomplish better things quicker than they would on their own. And so do's and don'ts really help break it down. If you want to accomplish XYZ, do this, do not do that, right? Those are things that you can break down very quickly, very easily, use visuals on screen to break down the do's and don'ts, and it'll help your audience and give them massive, massive value. Number two, answering FAQs or viewer comments. Doc Rock actually said before we got started that he, goes through his comment streams in order to come up with topic ideas. And this is one of the best ways that you can create valuable content that your audience wants to hear. It doesn't have to come from your brain. It comes from your audience's questions. And that is a beautiful way to create content. They're already asking you questions. So take that comment, turn it into a piece or a topic, but you can also flat out do FAQs, top 10 questions that you get asked. You can screenshot viewer comments from a previous video and share that. That is a really great way to get engagement, by the way. If Doc Rock had commented and I screenshotted something, I could display that right there on screen, making him feel part of the community, like I care about him, because I do, right? And that they feel special by being called out. So you can do a lot of that great things. Now, pro tip, do not go live with a live Q&A if you don't have audience engagement just yet. If you have very low viewership or lack of engagement, don't go live and just do an open Q&A. That's one of the most uncomfortable things that you can do for yourself, because they necessarily won't be asking questions. But you can prepare a Q&A by doing the FAQ style, where you come up with prepared lists of questions that people are already asking you. So you can do that, just don't leave it open and not have anything prepared. Number 3, tutorials or how-to series. Tutorials, how-tos are some of the most popular content online because people are searching for that. And that is a fantastic way to get people to pay attention to you, to subscribe to you, to find you. This content is highly, highly discoverable, and it can be a fantastic way to grow your audience. So how-tos, tutorials, you can do this a number of different ways. It can be about hardware, software, apps, anything, product that you might have, physical product. It could be about anything that you have, and you can use an over-the-shoulder shot so that you can have that demo if it's a physical product, or you could do like a pip screen like this if it's a software or app demo, right? Or tutorial. So you could do a lot with that content. Product comparisons, number 4. Now, when your audience is trying to decide on a product, oftentimes comparing 2 or 3 different products can really help you or help them make a buying decision. And guess what? If you have an affiliate link for those products, that can help you generate revenue, right? It's a win-win-win. A win for the products, a win for the viewer, and a win for you because you're also making money. But it also is very highly discoverable content as well. So you can do product comparisons, break down the pros and the cons for each different product. And again, this could be any number of different types of products or services. All right, next one is reaction videos. Oh my gosh, this is like definitely a popular thing to do at the moment. I've been wanting to do them for quite a while, and I will dig into those very soon. But reaction videos is where you're reacting to somebody else's content or video or something. And you can do this. A lot of people take a negative approach, but you can do this in a very positive way that helps your audience learn. Right? You could take an educational approach to this so that you're not just slamming people, because we don't want to do that, but we do want to, make it entertaining. We want to help people and educate at the same time. Number 6, interviews. Oh, such a good way to grow your audience. If you want to grow quickly, doing interviews can be a great way to do this because you're bringing somebody on to your stream or to your video, and they're an expert or a thought leader in their space or your space, right? It's adding value with a different perspective to your viewers. But if you're collaborating and somebody is going to share your link, you're going to be able to draw an audience from their audience and hopefully get a few subscribers out of that. Do that enough and it snowballs so that your audience growth soars. Number 7, news about trending topics. All right, if you're not paying attention, now is the time to listen up. This is huge. When you tap into news, industry news, or whatever news your audience cares about, trending topics in your industry, that is when you can really set your name in stone. You can gather a new audience because people are looking for content about that topic. You can create yourself or set yourself as a thought leader in that space. Don't be afraid here to offer your opinion. A lot of people are afraid in this particular scenario to offer their opinion because they don't want to make waves or rock the boat. But guess what? This is actually a perfect time to do so. You create a stick or a bell mentality with your audience, and you also can do it in a very in a very easy way that will allow people to open up that conversation, right? I always state, like, this is my opinion, but I want to hear your opinion. You can invite conversation and engagement with your audience doing this, and that will grow your audience. So this is a very, very effective piece of content. Do not forget about this. If you know that something's going on, jump to this, put out other videos, like push out other videos. This always takes priority in the moment. That was a weak snap. Number 8, what's in my bag or backpack, or your studio or whatever. This is tapping into the voyeurism or into the behind the scenes kind of content. But what's in your bag or backpack, or purse or whatever, can actually be a really cool way to get audience engagement. People love this stuff, and it doesn't matter what kind of content you create. People like to see that more more behind the scenes type of thing because they're understanding more about you. They're getting tips for maybe what they should put in their own bags, right? Things like that. So you can adjust this topic as necessary for the topic or the content that you create, but that type of thing will really, really be beneficial to getting people to pay attention and to engage and to ask questions, things like that. All right, next one is cheap versus expensive product. Now, unlike the product comparison that I shared earlier, cheap versus expensive takes a bit of a different approach to this, where it is very like drastic levels, right? With product comparisons, you might have very similar services, similar costs, but cheap versus expensive is very different, price points. So you're showing them each option on the end of each end of the spectrum. And so that can really help people make a buying decision. And you can talk about whether it's worth spending that extra money on the more expensive product. So again, this is a perfect opportunity for affiliate revenue as well. And finally, but not least, I've got more ideas for you. So don't go away. I'll show you how to get that. Listicles, top 10 ideas. Top 10 ways to do something, X number of, steps that you need. These are all called listicles, where you're listing out a variety of different types of content. So you're seeing this type in action where you can put that on screen. You could even maybe put a sidebar with some of the graphics that we sell in our Live Streaming Pros store, where you could break out all of the information as well if you wanted to do that. So listicles, but this is not it. If you want 31 ideas to add to your videos and to your live streams, go to livestreamingpros.com/video ideas and you'll see this page, and then you'll be able to download the PDF that is completely free, but I want you to be able to have a resource at your disposal that gives you this content ideas to just bounce off of, right? Use it as a cheat sheet. Experiment, try new things. And if you want to learn more about audience growth strategies in general, go ahead and click this video to learn more and to dive deeper. And if you're joining us on the live Q&As, you get to join for a Q&A. So I'll see you in the next live stream and in that video.